This is Marina, and you're listening to Musical Health Talk, where the tempo of 90 beats per minute, abdominal muscles in and up just as high. It's your time, it's your musical health time. Feeling good about you today. I'm proud of you for being motivated with music today. Feel the beat, people. You know you got it going on. I am here with the fabulous John Introcaso. John, how do you spell your name for me, please?
Introcaso.
Fabulous. You had very good diction with that, John.
Don't know when it's coming up on a spelling bee, you know.
Totally. I'm failing the class right now, Michael. And the fabulous Michael Colby here in the studio. How are you doing today, Michael?
Couldn't be better.
My goodness. Everybody's so fabulous. I'm just loving it with these theater dudes here, talking about theater and music and being wonderful and walking in the sandy jungle of New York City and meeting people as you go, pivoting your soul. Feel the beat, people. You know you got it going on. Here we go. What? Walking in the sandy jungle. You gotta pivot your soul, bump and move all around. Step right up. Walking in the sandy jungle. You gotta pivot your soul, bop, and move on around. Step right up, keep walking. Come on, walking in a sandy jungle. All right, now I'm schwitzing and sweating and got my aerobics going for today, Michael.
I have a Kleenex.
You do?
Yes.
Well, you're in shape and all that. You look fabulous.
Yes, I was in a car accident and went right to the gym, and ever since I've been in shape.
Really?
Yes.
Worked on your alignment?
I sure did.
All right, well, you look awesome. And, you know, we've been around for a hot minute, Michael. We've been around. You look great, too, John.
Thank you.
What do you do to work out?
I walk a big German Shepherd 3 miles a day and play kickball with him.
See? Never stop moving.
No.
All right, so our friend Luigi, who unfortunately passed, who I was very close with, never stop moving. Body in your life. You never stop moving, Michael Colby.
I've settled in New Jersey for now, but I've been around.
You've had a very long history. Your grandparents owned the Algonquin Hotel, and I saw the fabulous Algonquin Kid recently here in New York.
Yes, thank you. From 1946 through 1987, my grandparents, Ben and Mary Bodney, were the second owners of the Algonquin Hotel and the final family to own it. And for a long time, there was a lot written up about the history of the Round Table and everything under the first owner, Frank Case, but nothing past the late 40s when my grandparents took over, and there's so much history, so much culture. Somebody had to do the chronicling, and it became my mission.
It's fantastic, and I have the book right here, The Algonquin Kid, if we can get a close-up of the book right here. By Michael Colby, and it was turned into a fantastic musical. John, you and I sat next to each other watching this fantastic thing at Urban Stages here in New York City.
It was excellent.
Amazing. Robert Creighton, Natalie Douglas.
They were all fantastic.
Amazing. What an experience that was. You told me I was a great audience.
You are great. You are the best audience in the world.
I love you so much right now.
Everybody that does a show should have you come to their opening night.
Totally.
Because it's like, wow.
Why not? I choreograph it. I'm a fan.
Spontaneous, and everybody, and it's contagious in the best sense of the word.
Totally. But listen, there was great talent in the show, definitely, as you had said.
Yes, and Leah Hocking and Martin Vinovic.
Yes, it was amazing. And you guys got that together really fast. And it was just fabulous history to me, being a New Yorker. But I think really to anybody also, the beauty of it is that even if you've never been to New York and the Algonquin, to hear that history in general was fascinating of how you strung that together.
Well, it was the mecca for writers, for creative people, actors, international movie makers. The bellmen used to talk about, you would walk down the halls in the middle of the night, and when there were still typewriters, it was like a symphony of great writers doing their masterpieces.
Amazing. I mean, John, you were there with me, and you've been in this. Where were you born, John?
I was born in New Jersey.
Where in New Jersey?
Well, the hospital was Jersey City, so on the baptismal paper it'll say Jersey City.
Okay.
But actually it was Arlington, but that's where I was born, in Jersey City, New Jersey.
And this theater thing for you, how did this happen?
I was an only child, which if you get to know me better, you'll know that's the truth.
Okay.
And, my babysitter was the television set when I was a kid.
Right.
So I used to watch all of these old movies all the time in the 50s that were, there was a thing called $1 Million Movie, and they would repeat the movies like 3 and 4 times a day.
Yeah.
And I'd watch all the Hitchcock movies, okay, like Dial M for Murder and all of that. And I said to myself, well, I'd like to do this with that, or maybe I'd want to do that, or this or the other. And I started to write my own from them when I was a little kid, and I'd rewrite them, And then I taught myself how to play piano. I've never taken a lesson in my life.
No?
No, I cannot read music.
Okay.
And I've learned to do certain things. So I can tell what a C chord and a B chord and flat and all of that. What's nice about not knowing how to read music, there is one nice thing.
Yes.
Ever hear musicians freak out when they say, oh my God, they're all in the black notes.
Yes.
And I go, what difference does it make? Whether
Totally.
it's the black, the white, I'll play wherever it is.
Totally.
But, and then I wrote my first show back in the 80s. It was called Crossroads Cafe.
Okay.
It was an off-Broadway show, or off-Broadway show, I should say. And I won an ASCAP award for the music.
Wow.
And it was my first show, and then I had gone into the advertising business because I was starving to death, literally starving to death.
Because we met each other at a Music at the Mansion.
Yes.
Karina Sowers, yes, and John also was there at that time, through Randy Levine Miller. All right, we always say it's Randy's fault when we meet somebody. It's Randy's fault. Okay.
She's a great matchmaker, a great yenta.
Totally Yenta the matchmaker. But Christina Andrea says that too. It's Randy's fault.
Yes.
When we met, you remembered that 35 years ago, I'm choking as I'm saying that. I'm like hawking here, that I auditioned for your show, Charlotte Sweet.
Yes, I have those strange hot flashes for my age.
You had a menopausal moment?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh my goodness, I'm not going to talk about that. John told me I'm not politically correct, which I love. I lined up a little bit something from the show I did not get called Charlotte Sweet, but you told me I fought it out till the end.
Yes, yes.
Like a trooper. Okay, so I want to listen to a little of it.
Absolutely.
All right, and you tell us who are the characters singing right now?
It's the Circus of Voices. Charlotte Sweet, it takes place in Victorian England, and it includes a troupe of freak voices, including a high voice, a schizophrenic voice, a bubble voice, and the actors include Merle Louise, who was the original beggar woman in Sweeney Todd, and Polly Penn, who went on to write a number of musicals, and Michael McCormick, who's in a lot of Broadway shows. And I went to Northwestern with him, and it's all home week when we do these.
My goodness, so it's all round table, and it comes full circle.
Right.
I take it all back to the Algonquin Kid. I'm terrible. I'm just, I'm all into promotion. I love the whole thing. So let's just listen to a little bit of it, of this Charlotte Sweet by Michael Colby. I'll choreograph it, though, because I'm a choreographer.
The noise will be much less. Simple repeats are live.
I'm working my abs right now.
It would only happen in the theater. Competing with the bustle
Killer.
of programs when they rustle. How does any soccer dime? You might go sing your heart out or leave the finest part out. People respond the same.
A couple so romantic, I think they've made a child.
The bombing's growing frantic. The place is going wild. And yet when they appreciate us, nothing could be greater. So stop the fumigator. Let's cheer for each their title.
Okay, so I did a little choreography during it. Is that okay?
May I mention that
Please.
Charlotte Sweet in its entirety, the whole piece is being reissued on J Records, along with an all-star recording of one of my favorite shows, Tales of Tinseltown.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Who recorded it again? Say it again.
J Records is releasing it.
Thank you. All right, give everybody the plug. I'm into plugging.
Yes.
The whole thing.
Larry
Love the whole
Hoffman.
thing.
Larry Hochman did the orchestrations for Tales of Tinseltown.
Beautiful.
And Mac McKenna did the orchestrations for Charlotte Sweet, which you
Beautiful.
And Larry is the reason we ever met.
I love, John, you have these great segues today because the next question was, how did these guys meet? How did these yentas meet here?
Well, Larry Hochman is the Tony-winning orchestrator of Book of Mormon, and other shows he's done include Something Rotten, and he did The Visit this year, and he's got a lot of shows coming up.
Fantastic.
He's the greatest.
I love hearing success because there's so much, walking in a sandy jungle here in New York.
Larry's another Jersey boy, like we are.
Really?
Okay.
Well,
Jersey boys.
I'm really a New Yorker.
Well, you are, but you're
a Southern New Yorker.
Yes.
You're Jersey now. And
Well,
what happened was, Larry's ex-girlfriend, I knew her. She wasn't my ex-girlfriend.
Okay.
And she was coming to this reading. And so she said, why don't we invite Larry? So we did. I didn't know Michael yet. He wasn't involved. This was about 4 years ago. Larry loved the show. I called him after it was over. I said, Larry, I need help. I said, I'm not a great lyricist. I'm a great composer, but I need help with the lyrics. He says, I think I got somebody who can really help you. He said, Michael Colby. And hence, here we are.
It's happened on a lot of projects. I've become in the Doc Simon of the musical theater world.
Well, you know, like I said, you've been in this a hot minute.
Yes.
That's like my little term. My little term.
Right.
Was there fighting happening here
No.
in this collaboration?
No.
Not at all. No.
Not in this one, at least.
I need to know the dirt.
Well, I
Yes.
think
You know.
it's because of our age, too.
Okay.
You know, we're not 25, 30 years old.
We're mellowed and
It's-
egos
it's
at the
yeah,
door.
Egos are, yeah, exactly. It's
true.
And the thing is, when he got the songs and the music, I'll tell you really quickly, I had written this song and it was called What You See Ain't Necessarily What You Get. He gets it. He says, we got to change the name of the song too. And I'm crushed at this. Silently on the phone, I'm crushed.
Okay.
And I said, well, what do you want to do with it? And he said, this is what I'd like to do. I said, go ahead and do it. He does it. It's brilliant. What am I going to say? It's brilliant. It
Killer.
was 10 times better than my
Killer.
lyrics. So
Well-
it was right. It was the right thing to do.
I came up with more of a purpose for the song to thread through the show.
Okay, all right. And I like what you mentioned, because that is true. As we get older, especially artists, you know, the egos do hopefully
Yeah, yeah.
mellow. They hopefully do, so that the work can flow.
See, Michael and I agree on one thing. The important thing is the show. It's not whether he did this, I did that. The most important thing is the show.
Yes.
You know.
It's like Solomon saving the baby.
right.
But even
After the bathwater got too hot.
even early on, because of my experiences at the Algonquin, where I saw people on the ladder up and the slope down, I was mellow very young. So
Well, we're not going to have mellow now, because we're going to have some music from the show called Dangerous. I'm loving this music. I'm loving this music. So we're just going to listen a little bit for a moment, and then I'm going to let you talk. Let's just listen for a second.
No matter where I turn, I cringe and shake. Mad with fear, the source of evil is my Jake. See dead men walking as the blood flows near. I won't feel peace until I hurry from here. Nobody's safe to trust. Nobody's here for me. Everything I once believed may not be. Someone there stealing through the night is dangerous. What's that behind?
What's the name of the character, guys?
This character singing,
Yes.
this would be Rose.
Rose McSweeney,
Sweeney,
Okay.
which we call Broadway Rose.
Broadway Rose, 1939.
she's like a Barbara Stanwyck or Ann Sheridan character.
Love the whole thing.
Like that, she may be right. Push me hard enough and baby I might. And if you're in my way, you best move aside. You might see this Jekyll turn into Hyde. Panic, panic, mayhem.
There's no hiding.
See, I love this
I'm
part.
so pretty and willing. I just want you to come, make love to me. But I must warn
I'll embellish.
you, though I'm sultry and thrilling, my dance can be more dangerous than a war. What you may spy, it's dangerous, secrets buried deep.
I mean, how can you lose with this vibe? How can you lose with this vibe, with the whole thing of this? What is she wearing? What's she wearing,
Well,
John?
this lady singing that part, the
Yeah.
rumba part, was jazz. That was a different woman.
Okay.
Okay, she should be as the less better.
Diaphanous.
Diaphanous?
Yes.
Is she large-breasted?
Well, it hasn't been cast yet,
Oh,
so
okay.
we don't know. But
Okay.
It wouldn't
probably
hurt.
will be.
It wouldn't hurt to have breasts.
I mean, I see her as Rita Hayworth
As a Rita Hayworth.
and Gilda,
And Gilda. Okay, well, I like
which
that.
is European. She's not American.
It's true.
Yes.
With the red hair and all?
No, she's
Blonde.
multiracial.
Okay. Oh.
Now the actress is Ann Crumb
Okay.
singing this.
Okay.
She's singing the role in this of the jazz part.
Okay.
The lady jazz, who we were just talking about.
Okay.
Now this is called Devil in the Bottle. It's the 11th hour number.
Okay. Honey. Okay, now the violin has to come out.
When you unscrew the top, it comes jumping on out. He lies waiting in the scotch. He hides in the rye. And when you open the bottle, he spits right in your eye. Put the rum in the cola, the whiskey in the soda. The blood in the merry makes your dreams so scary. The devil ain't got no mercy when the whiskey's drunk and gone. Satan sticks his tongue out, takes you by the arm. I said, hey,
What do you think? Like in cabaret? I don't know. I was just thinking.
don't you like hey?
The minute I take out the violin, I think very sexually. when I
And
play
would be
my
more,
violin.
this is more like Casablanca
Yeah.
than Cabaret.
Yes.
Let's listen.
Cabaret was my
Yes.
watershed musical.
That's true.
This is my homage to the
This is
great
fabulous.
Cab Calloway.
This is my homage to him.
Love it. Are you playing that, John?
On this, yes, I am.
That's banging.
Thank you.
That is slamming
I
right
know.
there. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You know, you talked about something. I want to
It's
listen to the next
devil's
cut.
music.
It's devil's music. You talked about something very important, interesting as a musician. You know, obviously, when I met you, Michael, I had gone to Manhattan School of Music in Interlochen, and you know, my parents did all those fabulous things. That's how I knew about the Algonquin.
Right.
But our middle son is a guitarist, and we never gave him lessons because I agreed with you a little bit that I felt that it wasn't until I was older that I was able to not look at the page and to freeform. I found that
Well,
interesting that you
it's
said
okay
that.
as a piano player and as a composer, but now if for me to put it together with people, no, I need a musical director. See, that I can't do.
Okay,
So that's a
okay.
big handicap.
Okay.
I should have gone to Juilliard. My mother wanted me to go to Juilliard.
Okay.
I didn't.
Okay.
Because I'm much smarter than.
No, say it. Only 6% of graduating seniors actually work in the industry, so go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was so intelligent back then that I didn't go to Juilliard. I should have gone to Juilliard. But I wanted to do the background in English literature.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what I did.
Okay.
But because the music just came just naturally to me.
Okay.
It didn't hurt Irving Berlin.
No, it
Didn't hurt, I guess. But you know, there is something to be said. It was just an interesting comment that you did say musically. I mean, I'm in reverse. I'm a very, very trained person. Very trained.
Well, see, with this kind of music, it works very nicely.
Yes.
Yeah, because I had a band in college and for a few years out called Old Bull Lee,
Okay.
and we played all over the village and stuff like that. And we were a blues band, kind of like the Rolling Stones, but I always played a regular piano, an acoustic piano, which we would mic. So, you know, it was all honky-tonk and boogie-woogie within the rock and roll.
Yeah.
And we were different than most people because of that.
Of course,
you know?
of course. Well, I love the whole thing. I'm here with Michael and John, and we're talking about the Algonquin Kid and the new show Dangerous, and great possibilities of doing things forever musically and being healthy and dropping egos.
That's the dream.
Yes, it is. Living the dream, Michael. Great possibilities. Feeling it here today on Musical Health Talk. This is Marina. Feel good about you. If you've been listening, if you've been watching us, hopefully you've been breathing to the beat, enjoying the music. Let the music edutain you for a moment, yeah? Long enough to burn a calorie.
Yes. Yes.
Feeling it today with great possibilities.
Teach and delight.
You got it going on.
Don't waste time today. Make up your mind to have great possibility. Oh, by the way, today has got great possibility. Don't waste time today. Don't waste time. Oh, by the way.
Oh, by the way, you know something? This merger with you guys musically, I'm looking forward to this thing.
So are we.
I know you are. I know you are. Congratulations to both of you.
Well, we
on
just signed.
Yes.
Which I think you know about.
Yes.
With a producer.
Yes.
So Neal Rubinstein, he's like a saint to us, and you know, it's starting to progress from there.
Okay. Any other names you want to drop about it? Any other
Not
plugs
right
you'd
now,
like to
'cause
do?
He's vetting. He's vetting right now.
We can't talk about
So,
names
yeah.
until we know when we're rehearsal. We've had some very notable people do it for us. But
Okay. All right. Excellent.
I can drop names on Tinseltown, who's on that recording.
Please.
Tony Yazbek, Harriet Harris, Richard Kind,
Okay.
Allison Frazier, Jake Epstein, Christina Bianco, Clea Blackhurst,
Okay.
just a few good people.
A few good people,
yeah.
Michael. Well, you know. Well, like I said, you've been in the business a hot minute. So you run into a lot of hotties. Allison Frazier's a good friend of mine.
Yes.
I love Allison.
We go way back.
Yeah, so do we. I'm not going to say, I'm 56. I feel fabulous. I feel awesome. And the whole thing. I just love the whole thing. Thank you for being with me, you guys.
Oh, thank you for having us.
Great job. Great job. This is Marina. Bye-bye. This is Marina. You've been listening to Musical Health Talk with Michael Colby, John Introcaso. Hear the music, feel the beat, never stop moving in your body and your life. You know you got it going on.